shock open. The air in the living room turned icy cold. The lights flickered then died. "Mom?" Ellie whispered. From the dark hallway came a faint, echoing whisper. It spoke her name, her own voice calling back to her. "Ellie?" The mirror on the wall shivered, showing not her reflection but a shadow standing behind her, tall, hollow-eyed, reaching out. Then came the whisper again, closer this time. "Help me." Rewind and build. 2 days earlier, Ellie Martin and her mom had just moved into the old farmhouse outside Ash Hollow, Ohio. It sat at the end of a long dirt road with woods so thick you couldn't see the next house. Ellie was 12, curious, brave, but sometimes too much of both. The first night she noticed something strange. The house breathed. Not loud, but enough that when she lay in bed she could hear a soft in out, like the house itself was alive. "Old houses make sounds," her mom said, smiling as she unpacked dishes. "It's just wood settling." But Ellie wasn't sure. That night, as she brushed her teeth, she heard it, the faintest hum like a tune someone was singing from far away. It floated through the vent above the mirror. She turned off the water. The hum stopped. "Hello," she whispered. Silence. Then, a whisper so light it could have been the wind. "Don't open the veil." The next morning the kitchen smelled like wet dirt and candle smoke. Her mom said maybe it was the basement. "It's probably damp down there." Ellie didn't want to check. At school she told her new friend Caleb about it. "Maybe it's haunted," he joked. "Yeah," she said, half laughing. "Maybe." When she got home her mom was outside pulling weeds. The house was quiet, too quiet. Ellie went to her room and saw her framed picture of her dad turned face down. He had died last year in a car crash and she always kept that picture beside her bed. She set it upright again but the glass felt cold, like ice. Then came the soft tap on her window. Once, twice, 3 times. She looked outside. Just the trees waving in the wind. But when she turned back, the window fogged from the inside and 3 words were written there. "He hears you." Her hand shook. She ran downstairs. "Mom? Mom?" But her mom was gone. Only the sound of the wind moved through the house. The kitchen light flickered once, then stayed dim. She heard footsteps, slow and dragging, from the hallway above. Ellie grabbed her flashlight. "Who's there?" Something whispered back, almost playful, from the vent near the ceiling. "Who's there?" She froze. The flashlight blinked, flickered, and died. She banged it with her hand but it stayed off. Then she heard her father's voice, clear as if he stood right behind her. "Ellie, don't go in the basement." Her heart pounded. She turned toward the basement door. The handle began to turn on its own, slowly, creaking with each inch. The smell of damp earth filled the air again, stronger this time. She stepped back. The door clicked open, just a crack. A cold breath blew out, carrying a faint whisper that sounded like dozens of voices speaking together. Echoes, through the veil. She ran for the phone on the counter. Picked it up. Only static. Then, her own voice came through the line. "Ellie," it said. "Come downstairs." She dropped the phone. The house fell silent. Then the light above her buzzed, just once, before bursting. Glass rained down, tiny sparks popping. The basement door swung open all the way, hitting the wall with a deep, hollow boom. A figure stood at the bottom of the stairs, tall, dark, its face a blur. It started to climb. Cliffhanger end. Ellie backed away, whispering, "Mom?" The figure reached the last step and the voice came again, soft, broken. "Help me, Ellie." And the door slammed shut behind her. The basement went black. Ellie's scream echoed against the concrete walls. Something cold brushed past her arm. Then another shape moved, whispering her name from the dark. The air filled with a wet, choking sound like someone trying to speak underwater. Her flashlight flickered back to life for 1 second. And in that second she saw a face inches from hers, pale and rotting, mouthing the words, "Welcome back." Rewind and build. When Ellie woke she was lying at the top of the stairs. Morning light glowed through the window. Her mom knelt beside her, worried. "Sweetheart, what happened? You fell?" Ellie sat up, shaking. "There was someone down there. A man." "There's nobody here, Ellie." Her mom checked the basement. Dusty, empty, silent. But Ellie noticed something. The floorboards near the door were wet, like someone had just come out of the rain. That night, Ellie couldn't sleep. Every time she closed her eyes, she heard the whisper from the phone again. "Come downstairs." At 3 a.m. the house clock reset itself. Every hand pointed to 3. A low hum started in the vents again. It rose and fell like breathing. Then came a sound from her closet. Tap, tap, tap. She sat up fast, flashlight ready. Who's there? No answer, just a soft humming, the same tune she'd heard days ago. Her closet door creaked open. Inside hung her jackets and a single shadow, too tall to be her own. Its head tilted slowly. Go away, she whispered. The shadow whispered back, you let us in. The flashlight flickered. The shadow vanished. Heart pounding, Ellie ran to her mom's room. But the bed was empty. The sheets were cold. Mom, she called. The hallway light buzzed above her. A single bulb swung back and forth. Then she heard it, her mom's voice, from behind the closed bathroom door. Ellie? Honey? Don't open the door. Ellie froze. Mom? The voice repeated, softer this time, shaking. Don't open the veil. Ellie's hand hovered over the doorknob. She pressed her ear to the door. Inside, something was scratching, slow, deep scratches against the tile. She backed away. Her breath fogged in the cold air. Then from behind her, another voice, clear, gentle, and familiar. Ellie, it's me. Open the door. She turned. Her mom stood at the end of the hall, sleepy and confused. What are you doing? Ellie looked back at the bathroom. The scratching had stopped. The door was still closed. But the other voice whispered one last time, right beside her ear. She's not your mother. Ellie gasped. The hallway light burst, plunging everything into darkness. She grabbed her mom's arm, trembling. Mom, we have to leave. Her mom frowned. What's wrong? What did you hear? Ellie pointed toward the bathroom. There's someone in there. Her mom tried the handle. It turned easily. The bathroom was empty. But when she flipped on the light, the mirror was covered in gray handprints, tiny and large, pressed into the glass like someone had tried to climb through it. Ellie whispered, it's the veil. It's thin here. Her mom stared pale. What veil? Before Ellie could answer, the bathroom sink began to run on its own. The water was black, thick, oily, dripping down the drain. From the mirror came a faint voice, many voices overlapping. Echoes through the veil, her throat tightened. Dad. Come to me. I'm trapped. You can help me. Her mom shouted, Ellie, no, as Ellie's hand reached toward the mirror. The glass rippled like water, pulling her reflection deeper inside. The whisper grew louder, echoing from every wall, every vent, every crack in the house. Through the veil, through the veil. The lights went out completely. Cliffhanger end. From the darkness came a scream, not hers, not her mom's, but something ancient echoing through the whole house. Then Ellie's flashlight turned on by itself, shaking in her hand, revealing a message written across the wall in dripping black letters. The veil is open. The house trembled as if caught in a storm. Ellie screamed as the walls shimmered like glass, and faces pressed out from inside them, gray, twisted, whispering her name. Her mom tried to pull her toward the door, but invisible hands held Ellie in place. From the mirror in the hall, her father's reflection appeared, smiling, sad, eyes hollow. Ellie, he said softly, come home. The glass exploded outward and darkness swallowed the room. Rewind and build. When the world stopped shaking, Ellie found herself on the floor. The air was freezing, heavy with the smell of damp earth and candle smoke. Her flashlight lay beside her, flickering. Her mom knelt next to her, whispering, it's okay, baby. We're getting out. Now. But the front door wouldn't open. The handle turned, but the door wouldn't budge, as if the house was holding it shut. The lights flickered again and faint footsteps echoed upstairs. Slow. Careful. Not human. Her mom turned pale. Who's up there? Then from above, Ellie's own voice, calm and soft. I'm here, Mom. Ellie froze. That's not me. The footsteps grew louder, coming down the stairs, slow, dragging one step at a time. Her mom grabbed a fire poker from beside the fireplace. Stay behind me. The air around them shimmered, bending light like heat rising from asphalt. Whispering filled the room, hundreds of overlapping voices crying, calling, remembering. Echoes through the veil, they murmured. You opened the way. Ellie's flashlight buzzed, casting jumpy shadows across the walls. For a moment she saw them, shapes of people half there, half not. Men, women, children. Some reaching, some crying, some staring straight at her. Why me? She whispered. A deep, broken voice answered from nowhere and everywhere at once. Because you heard us. The walls rippled again and suddenly the farmhouse wasn't just the farmhouse. She saw another place layered behind it, a dark, endless hallway filled with fog. Her father's voice came again, clearer this time. Ellie, don't be afraid. It's only the veil. She took a shaky breath. Dad? Are you really there? Yes, he said gently. But I can't stay. The others, they don't want you to close it. Her mom gripped her arm. Ellie, he's gone. That's not your dad. The temperature dropped. Frost spread over the windows, forming shapes, hands pressed against the glass, faces open in silent screams. The mirror across the room shimmered again, glowing faint blue. Her father's reflection looked at her with sad eyes. Please, Ellie. Help me cross. You can end this. Ellie stepped closer. The whispering grew louder, angry now. Stay with us. Don't close the veil. We waited so long. Her mom shouted, Ellie, no. But the pull was strong. The mirror stretched like liquid and she could see through it. Another world on the other side, dim and endless, where her father stood surrounded by ghostly shapes. Tears burned her eyes. I just want to say goodbye. He reached a hand toward her. Then do it now and go. She pressed her palm to the mirror. It was ice cold. Suddenly, every clock in the house struck 3 a.m. at once. The sound was deafening. The mirror began to crack, spider lines racing outward as the house shook again. The whispering became screaming. The faces in the walls pressed closer, mouths wide, eyes empty. Close it. Close the veil, her mom cried. Ellie screamed back, how? The father's voice faded. Say my name, and let me go. Dad, she whispered, voice shaking. I love you. Goodbye. The last crack split the mirror straight down the middle, and a wave of cold air burst out, blasting through the room. The whispers stopped. The faces vanished. The shaking ceased. Only the faint sound of rain filled the silence. The house stood still again, quiet and broken. Her mom pulled her close, both shaking. It's over. It has to be. But Ellie looked around. The mirror lay in shards across the floor, reflecting a dozen tiny versions of her face, and in one shard her father still stood, faint and smiling. Thank you, he mouthed, then faded into mist. Ellie picked up the shard, holding it gently. Her breath fogged on its surface. Then, faintly, from somewhere deep below the floorboards, came a single soft whisper. Echo. She froze. Echoes through the veil. The shard in her hand vibrated, humming low. The lights flickered once. Twice. Then from the basement came a loud, slow creak, the sound of the door swinging open again. Cliffhanger end. Ellie turned toward the sound, her mother whispering, Don't go. But from the darkness below came her father's voice again, gentle, calling, impossible. Ellie, just one more time. The flashlight in her hand flickered out, and the story ended with the faint echo of her name fading into the black. Ellie.